Okay, so now we'll be seeing how to find out the force in cantilever truss by using method of sections. Okay, so now in the previous video we have seen how to find out the forces in each of the members by using method of joints. Okay, now if in the question it is asked to find out the force in member CE and the force in member AC, so only two member forces are asked, that is find out the value of FCE and FAC. Then if you just pay attention properly, then this FCE means this member. So to find out FCE, you have to first find out, or you have to first apply method of joints at A, then method of joints at B, and then only you can apply the method of joints at C. But if only one force, let's say only FCE or FAC is only asked, only one thing is asked, then in such cases you have to go for a method that we have discussed, that is called as method of sections. Okay, so it is a shortcut method to find out the forces in any member. So what is the first step in method of sections? It is to consider a section. Now in this case we don't have to find out the reactions, so consider the required section as shown. So now we want to find out force in EC or CE, so we'll cut in such a way that this EC gets cut. Okay, so I am cutting, or I am taking the section like this. So this is my section. Now by taking this section, what I will do is I will draw it on the right hand side. I am only taking this much part. The rest, the left hand side part, I am not considering here now. This is 1, this is 1 meter, this is not required. And what are the forces here? The forces are FCD, then FCE, and this is FBE, and this is 45 degrees, 1 meter. Okay, so now I have to find out what is the value of FCE. Now in this diagram, okay, in this diagram I will be applying the equilibrium conditions. So I will use the simple equilibrium equation, that is sigma Fy is equal to 0. Sigma Fy is equal to 0. So as you can see, FCD and FBE, they both are horizontal forces, so no vertical component. Only vertical component will be of FCE. So FCE sine 45. Okay, this component will be FCE sine 45, and the horizontal component will be FCE cos 45. So we'll be taking this vertical component, plus 1 plus 1. So these two ones, this is equal to 0. That's it. Now if you solve this, FCE sine 45 is equal to minus 2. That means FCE is equal to minus 2 divided by sine 45. Now this sine 45, if it goes up, then they should come as minus 2 into 1.414. Minus 2 into 1.414 will give us the minus 2.828. Now as this is coming negative, that means this is in compression. This is how directly you can find out what is the force in any given member and what is the nature of the force. So in question C it was asked what is the member in FCE, what is the force in member FCE. So we can say directly that this force is 2.828 and it is compression. So if we check it from the previous problem, then FCE 2.828 and it is compression, that means it is correct. Okay, similarly you can go for FAC, so that we have discussed in the previous class only. You can actually take the joint A only to find out AC, or if you want to see it by method of sections, what you will do, you just have to take a section like this. So this is the second section, then this will be the force and this will be the another force. So you apply here sigma fx is equal to 0, sigma fy is equal to 0, and you will get the value of fac. Okay. Now I will just tell you one more point. If let's say fcd and fbe would have been asked, then in such cases you would have to take the another conditions of equilibrium, that is sigma m is equal to 0. Okay, so these conditions you would have to use. About which point we can use this? So the points you have to take is the point at which at least two of these three forces are coinciding. That means this, out of these three forces, at least two forces should pass through certain point. If you pay attention here, point C, are the two forces passing through the point C? Yes, FCD and FCE, they both are passing through point C. So you can take one condition as sigma MC is equal to 0. What about B? From point B, only one force is passing. So we should not take B. What about point E? Yes, from point E, two forces FCE and FBE are passing. So we can take sigma ME. So if we apply these two conditions and this third conditions, so three conditions, three unknowns, we can find out the answer. I hope it is clear.